I'd like to apologize for the angle of my camera in this video. I'd also love to apologize for the glare of light appearing in my glasses. I will do better next time. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you believe in me and you believe that my videos are worth watching. Already, if you do not know, I also have a blog on WordPress, so I'll leave the link down below for you to catch up with me on there. I'll also leave the links to my Instagram. I'll leave links to my podcast. I'll also leave a link to my quotes and poetry page on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. I've not been very active on Facebook, but yeah, I might leave the link for that as well. So today we are going to look at getting married young, the pros and the cons. What are the advantages of getting married young? Or so, in my experience, I'm no professional at this. I'm just giving my experiences of getting married young. What are the pros and cons already? So if you do not know, I got married quite young. I feel like how young you get married really depends on where you find yourself in the world. Some countries may think getting married at 18 is too young. Some countries may think getting married at 25 is too young. So it really just depends on your culture. So from where I'm coming from, we complete school, like normal school, at 22. That's if you have had 12 years of school, normal school. Okay, 7 years primary school, 5 years secondary school, and 4 years on average university years. So I got married just immediately out of university at 22. In fact, just a few months, just 2 months or a month after I wrote my final examinations, I got married before I graduated. So you can imagine that was young. Yeah, so I got married in 20. All I know is we are turning 3 years strong this year, and we got married in 2018 December. So you can count that is now counting or amounting up to 3 years after the 7th of December for this year. So getting married young is a hassle. Or let me just say, announcing to your parents that you are getting married young, you are not through university, you do not have a job, it's a hassle. But let me hope that's a story for another day. But from my experiences, it's really something that brings in a lot of mixed emotions. People think you're crazy. Some people think you're crazy. Some people think, oh my goodness, are you out of your mind? You have no job. You have no experience. What are you trying to do? Some people told me that, why so soon? Why do you want to waste your future away, your youth away? Oh my goodness. There were so many advices coming in, but if there's something that I share on here that uplifted me, is one advice that I got, that getting married young will be the best decision of my life. I got that advice from Pastor Marwa. He was our chaplain. He's still a chaplain at the University of Namibia for the student ministry. So people will definitely freak out when you announce marriage, not only when you're 22, even when you're 24. Come on, who has got their life figured out at 22, at 24, at 25? You know, I saw this very funny quote that we are a generation of some really weird adults because we are just not matured. But I think it really just depends. The question of, are you really ever ready for marriage? I don't think so. I don't think you can ever really truly say, I am ready to get married. And that is why, based on my experiences, based on my analysis, I just thought, why not? If not, why not? Yeah. So with me here, I have a few notes. I have 5 cons and I have 5 pros, and then we're gonna go through this. So let us start off with the cons. Cons are the disadvantages, right? Number one, you're gonna face a lot of criticism. People are gonna think you're crazy, obviously. People are gonna question your motives of getting married. People are gonna have all sorts of assumptions about the two of you. That is one thing. People are gonna criticize everything that you ought to do. Number two, you are likely to lose friendships. Not necessarily lose friendships, but you are likely to grow distant from I'm just checking my time. You are likely to grow distant with a lot of people you were close with, especially friendships that you have built on over through life. You might grow distant with these people because you just kind of may start to look for people that you can relate to. I don't know. I cannot really truly say it's the same for me because I'm not even sure I met true friends from the onset, or maybe I don't know, man. But there are some people that I lost from university, and these were the people that were beginning to be my friends. Lost contact. We're not as close anymore because I think the gap. Number three, you're probably gonna have a very slow professional growth because now you are juggling mom, wife, and work duties. So possibility that you might take that job, high-paying job, possibilities that you might apply for that master's may be limited. So number four, you are likely to have less freedom. I mean, people think your 20s are time to waste away. It's that party and all that, although these have never really been true for me. But if you are that kind of person and you're thinking of getting married young, just know that you're gonna cut off a little bit of your freedom because you have responsibilities now. You have you have a household to maintain, so you can't just be going wild. So that is number what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, you're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices. Is it sacrifice? Yeah, I think you're gonna make a lot of sacrifices. You're going to weigh in on what matters most to you, and you're gonna choose that. I think I have a bonus one, and that's the last one. Is you're gonna have less experience. I'm not now sure if it's a con. Yeah, you're gonna have less experience because according to some people, experience makes some things better. But but that's just a bonus. I don't really have a very strong point on this one. So let us move on to the pros, the advantages of getting married young. Number 1, you are likely to have children very early on in life, meaning you're going to have a very, very limited, or what is the word? You're going to have a very small gap, generational age gap between you and your children, which means you're likely to understand your children better. You are likely to, love the same things. You are likely to just, become best friends with your children because there's a very, very, very small age gap. But that's just my opinion. Number 2, getting married young makes you more adaptable to situations because you've been juggling this since you were 22. So going on strong 30 years later, 40 years later, you're gonna just be adaptable. You're gonna learn how to deal with things. You're gonna learn how to deal with situations, how to go through situations. So you become more adaptable, really. 3, maturity. You're gonna be mature. For me, I've always been mature than my age. I think, and people have always said this to me, I'm more mature than my age. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm more mature than my age. I've always been like that. I think life made me come off that way, but yeah, you're gonna be more mature, because now you have to tackle responsibilities, you have to just be responsible. So maturity, and people are gonna kind of have to, let me give you an example here. A 22-year-old who is married and a 22-year-old who is not married, according to the society, a 22-year-old who is married has more authority than a 22-year-old who is not married. But yeah, and people kind of tend to respect you more the moment they see the ring on your finger. Not that I mean that married people should receive more respect, but they do receive more respect. People are automatically starting to call you meme, even if they are older than you. So yeah. Four, there is less pressure, especially pressure to, own a home, pressure to have children. When you're getting married young, you kind of have a long time frame. So we all know that the reproductive years, the suitable, according to the professionals, not according to me, according to the professionals, is range. So they are ranging from the ages of 25 to 30. So you are more fertile, likely to be more fertile during those years. So you I think you kind of tend to have enough time, and you get it over and done with. You have children, and then you can continue with other things. You make up for the lost time. Professional growth, you can always apply for your master's at 30 and so forth. Although I believe that if you find balance, you can always do everything you set your mind to, as long as you don't overwork yourself. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are we? Yeah, I think that's it. But otherwise, marriage is beautiful, guys. Stop thinking that you're wasting your future away. Stop thinking that you're wasting your time. Stop jumping to conclusions. Why would you think that it's gonna end in tears, like a lot of people like to say? It's gonna be amazing for you. You gotta work for it, though. Marriage is hard work. You have to work. You have to, you have to put in effort. You have to grow as a couple, as an individual. So otherwise, marriage is really, really beautiful. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, if you feel like you're ready and you want to settle down, don't necessarily put it off because of age, because this one just depends on you as an individual. Are you ready as a couple? Are you all ready to be accountable to each other? Are you all prepared to take responsibility? Are you all prepared to, grieve your single life? I mean, it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And would I do it again if I had another chance? Yes, absolutely. I would do it again, because marriage is really, really, really beautiful when it's built on the right foundation, when it's with the right people. Because the moment you end up with the wrong person, it's gonna be not so good for you. Yeah. Otherwise, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more from me, please state it in the comments below, share my content, subscribe if you have not already. Just hit that red button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when next I post. And yeah.